Baby, come give me something, oh. I'm a savage, yeah. Classic, bougie, ratchet, yeah.
What's good, you guys? It's your girl, Miss Sadie Red, back with another video. I'm sorry it's been so long since I did a video, but I've had a lot going on. I've had, I've started working, so I work full-time, 40 hours a week, and then I'm a full-time mom too, so, it's a little chaotic, but anyways, today we're going to talk about something very serious. We're going to talk about domestic violence. My story or experience of domestic violence lasted about 2.5 years. For safety purposes, I am going to say her name is Amanda. And yes, it is a female. Because at the end of the day, domestic violence has no gender. It is what it is. So, me and Amanda, we met on MocoSpace. If you don't know what MocoSpace is, it's almost like MySpace. So I seen her, I inboxed her, we exchanged numbers, and we kicked it off, whatever the case may be. So everything, and she was bad. She was a stud. But when I say bad, dressed, nice, swagged out, everything, okay? So everything was going good for a while, but then I started noticing some things about her. She was cheating. Yeah. This actually happened quite early in the relationship as well. I found out she was cheating on me. And when I confronted her about the situation, she, of course, denied it. But, I'm not stupid. I know she did. So, I called it off. So, she claimed, by then my kids, they were little, but they had got attached to her. So, I was like, she called me up and said she wanted to see the kids. So, I was like, all right, well, I'll let you come and see them. So, as we were there, the kids, we were all play fighting or whatever. And then she started getting a little bit aggressive with me. So I told her to leave, because I was like, and then I brought up that situation about the girl again, and then she got mad about that. So anyways, I told her to leave, and we start fussing. So the first thing she does is slap me. But when I try to retaliate, she already ran out the door. Okay. So I called her a bitch. And then shut the door. So she came back, and she was like, what you said? I said, you heard me. And she got in my face, and so she swung. She missed. I swung. I connected, and then next thing you know, she had me pinned down on the couch and was literally beating my face. And everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, this is a typical fight." Da da da. And that's probably how it started. A typical fight between females. At the end of the day, regardless if we dating, we were still females. So, and that's how it started, but that's not how it ended. So, and I say, she beat me down. And I knew it was bad, because this right here was up here. Yeah, I felt it pushed up to here. I immediately went to the bathroom once she left, because our homeboy sat there and let it happen, and then they left. So when I went to the bathroom, I was like, oh my God, my eye was swole shut. It was bad. I was like, all right. So, I walked around with a black eye for quite a long time for her to get. But, after about a week or so, she came back, she apologized and telling me everything I wanted to hear, and we ended up getting back together. But that's when everything went downhill. The cheating increased. Stealing money from me increased, but even worse, the abuse increased. And this point, she would get mad, if I literally had to walk down with my head like this. If I was to look up and look at anybody walking past, I would automatically be accused of sleeping with that person, and I would get hit. there was one day there was a guy walking down the street. I had my head down, and this guy spoke. He was like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" I left my head up and said, "Hey." I immediately got accused of sleeping with him, and when I got to the house, she put her hands on me. There was an incident where she went out with her friends and her brother-in-law, you know, drinking, popping pills, all that. Well, when she came back, soon as she came in the house, like, I said, "Hey," and then she immediately started accusing me of sleeping with her brother-in-law. I'm like, what? I don't want your brother-in-law. I love you. I'm not even attracted to him. So, she said, "You better not, because you already know what I do." I'm like, I don't, I'm fine, I don't. So, she laid down, we watched TV, next thing you know, she just jumped up and just started swinging on me. To the point that I was on the couch like this. And I'm begging her to stop, like, "Stop, I'm not doing anything, like, I love you, stop, please, da da da." So, when she stopped, because she was doing it for like 5 minutes. Yeah, that's a long time to take a beating. So after about a few minutes, she about stopped. And I don't know if it's exactly 5 minutes, but it was close enough. But anyways, when she stopped, and I knew she stopped, I moved my hands, and when I did, she said, "Pow!" And she had a ring on, and it hit right here. And if you see, there's like a little mark right there. Yeah, that's where the ring got caught in my face, and it's like she was going like this. It wouldn't come out, and she ripped it out. And I mean, blood went everywhere. And she went in panic mode because, and took her shirt off and stopped the bleeding. And started begging me not to call the police. She wasn't really cared about me. She was worried about me calling the police. But in any case, I sit over here, and she ended up making me wash the blood out the shirt. So, my blood out of her shirt over something she did. Like, she made me do it. I mean, that was another incident. I had another situation where I found out she was cheating, and I tried to put her out. I did put her out, actually. And once she got everything out, I sit over here and went to at that time, it was like a real good friend of mine's. I walked around her corner, she stayed behind me through a cut. So I went, to her house, and I was sitting over there and explained everything, what's going on. Anyways, Amanda came up and was like, I left my boots at your house. I'm like, I was going to give her the key, but I was like, you know what? No, you're not about to sit over here and destroy my house, so I'll come over there with you. Why did I do that? By the time I got through the cut, she sit over here. I knew I messed up, because she sit over here, grabbed me by the back of my neck, and forced me through the woods. And I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. You made me look like a fool, I'll beat you, So, we go through the back door, and I unlock the door. So as I unlock the door, she sit over here, push me in. So I tried to run out the front door, but by the time I can get the front door unlocked, she done went in there and slammed it. So I tried to run back out the back door, and she done ran to me too. So then she grabbed me again and threw me on the couch, and she was like, you got me effed up, pow! Started punching me. So when I got up, she kept pushing me back down, hit me again. So finally, I ran into the back room, in my room, and I tried to lock the door, but she bust the door in, and proceeded to jump on me. And as I'm screaming, begging her to stop, then she finally stopped. Now, mind you, I know a lot of y'all thinking, well, wait a minute, she's a female. Why didn't you just do it? Let me tell you something. This woman, she is a female at the end of the day. Yes, she is. She's a stud at the end of the day. Yes. But she has the strength of a man. Okay? At the end of the day, I can't beat a man. I can try. But I can't beat a man unless I pick something up and really hurt you. And at that time, like, she's actually the first and only person that I was ever scared of. Am I today? No. But I mean, at that point in time, yeah. And I mean, like, when I met her, it was like, I was so stressed out behind this. When I met her, I was like 130, and then I dropped down to like 117. I was like really, really small. I mean, it was really bad. And any day, like, there was one day that she sit over here, we was fussing, and I just said something the wrong way, and she just pushed me down in the bathroom in front of her friends and told me to go in the room. Um, like, she kept pressuring me to try, like, pop pills. And, I was never really into that. But when I didn't, I never did, but whenever, I said no, I'll get hit for that. It's just, it was stressful to the point, like, I, ended up putting out of my place behind her and her friends, and so I had no choice but to go back and live with her and go live with her mom. And when I did, she would leave me at the house and take my dad's cell phone, because at that time she broke every phone I had, so my dad gave me his cell phone. So she would take that phone, so I have no way to call anybody, and she wouldn't do what she wanted to do. She'll go cheat and whatever. And I mean, one day I just got so tired and stressed and I was tired of crying. I was tired for the pain. I was just tired. I felt like I just couldn't get away. I actually tried to commit suicide. I took so many pills. I mean, everyone was like, who tries to kill themselves? It was a lot. I mean, I took it was like a pack of Benadryl. I took all them. There was a bottle of Tylenol. I took all them. There were some prescribed pills of her mom's. I took all of them. And I actually really thought I was going to go, because by the time that I sit over here and took all them, I started blacking out, or whatever the case may be. I felt like I was about to leave this world, and, all I could do was, kiss my babies goodnight and tell them I'm sorry. I wanted better for them. And then I prayed, and I was like, God, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I just can't continue to live like this. But thankfully, I just woke up the next day with a bad headache. So that was nothing but God on my side. Thank you. There was another incident where, due to all this cheating again, I ended up getting another house. And due to this cheating again, I was sitting over here, waiting for her to come home, and she would still stay out all night. So I got tired. I said, you know what? Screw it. Because it was supposed to be me, her, and her best friend in the house. I said, screw it. I'm going to just take all my stuff, and I'm going to leave. Get my name out the lights and everything. I'm going to leave, and I'm going to go home to my dad. So whenever I sit over here and start packing my stuff, she pulls up, and she was like, why you leaving? And I told her why I was leaving. I said, you're not going to keep cheating on me. I said, you sit over here. You're playing a game that I already know how to play. And then she said of it, once I said that, pow, she punches me again. I was like, you know what? I'm getting really tired of this. I said, it's getting to the point, you really, really pushing me away. I said, I just need help. So it got to the point, the police been called several times. Charges have been brought. They ended up being dismissed for whatever the reasons. She even got no trespassing order in one of the places that I lived in, due to all the violence. And she still kept coming around. I was actually seeking counseling at that time. And it was actually the whole thing was actually like a group, the counseling. So what they'll do is, like, you wouldn't talk to just one. It would be like a whole team of people that you would sit over here and talk to at a time. But the thing about it is whenever they got ready to come, to, like, they will have not only inpatient, but they will have outpatient services. So what they'll do is they'll come to your, if like some days you come into the offices, and then some days, excuse me, that's my dad playing with my goddaughter, but then there's some days where they will come to you, you know, and just, you know, to your house, you know, and talk to you, whatever the case may be. Well, it went fine at first, but because of the situation that I was in, you know, there was one day they ended up sending a male counselor out to the house, and she just so happened to be there. Because I tried to do it whenever I knew she wasn't gonna be there, but that particular day she was there, and he popped up. So when he asked to speak to me, she was like, "Who was this?" And I said, "It's the counselor. I'm going to whatever." So I told him, I said, I can't see him today. I'll reschedule, whatever the case may be. So she got mad because I sat over here and had a man come to the house looking for me, and she beat me for that. So I had to let them know that they can't send nobody out to my house due to this situation. I mean, it was, you know, I was really in pretty much denial about it for a long time. I was like, you know, she never really made it seem like it was my fault, but she apologized, but she always did it again. It was always again. I mean, it was just a real toxic situation. What really ended the relationship was the fact that she cheated and just decided to move on to the next. And yeah, I mean, it was bad. I still have, like I said, I still have the scar right here. I have a couple scars in my head. Like me, I used to get my hair done on a regular, as far as like getting now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love African American hairstyles. I just love the culture. I love the styles. I just love everything about it. So there will be some styles that I would like to get, like braids, add fake hair, you know, nothing too, you know, I'll make it look more natural. I wouldn't go too but like now I can't do that. I was never tender-headed, but now because of all the beatings in my head, I can't get all that in my head because I'm too tender-headed, and it hurts really bad. Like me, I can't even do a high top ponytail. Like I used to do my little ponytails at top. I can do a ponytail, but it's got to be loose. I can't have like a real tight ponytail. I can't have it up in my ear. Look at my dad in the background. Hey, daddy. Yeah, I can't have like a real tight ponytail because it gives me headaches. I know this might sound crazy, but I am 32 years old and I still sleep in the night. Like it's not the fact that I'm scared of the dark. It's just more so I'm scared of what's in the dark. So, or what's gonna happen, because you know, there's been stuff happen where it was in the dark. And I will say this, now everybody was like, well, how did you do this and you had kids? Why did you stick around? I will say, she never put her hands on me in front of the kids. She never did that. As far as that, if she ever got angry with me, or, you know, got into anything, felt like she was going to do anything, she would send the kids to their rooms. Now I do, you know, somewhat respect her for that, and she never mistreated my kids. But that scenario right there, you know, that's just, it was just, yeah, it was bad. It was bad, and it really opened my eyes, because, you know, I never really thought I was going to experience something like that, especially with a female. But it was a rude awakening. It opened my eyes to, you know, a lot, you know. And that just, you know, brings me to say, like, you know, love should never hurt. And if you're in a domestic violence relationship, regardless if it's with a man or with a woman or whatever, if you're a man getting it from a woman, or a man getting it from a man, or a woman getting it from a woman getting it from a man, or whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, domestic violence has no gender, but love shouldn't hurt. I got a tattoo on my calf, on my left calf, that says, with a domestic violence ribbon, that says, with pain comes strength. Because at the end of the day, you're nothing but a survivor, and all you can do is thank God that you're still here to see another day. See, technically, you know, my scenario wasn't it was bad, but it wasn't deadly, which it could lead to. So all I can do is thank God above for that. But you got, if you're ever in that situation, please speak out to somebody. Please let somebody know. And, tell somebody that you trust that's actually going to help you. I mean, because at the end of the day, there's nothing good that can come from this. No matter how much you love that person, if they really, really love you, they won't do this to you. So I just wanted to come up here and bring this scenario. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I recently came across a young female that I've known. It's really an associate of a good friend of mine's or whatever. But she was in a situation like that, and it's no good that can come from it. And also, I want to bring awareness, if you ever feel like these people, like you're in this scenario and you have no hope, pray. Just continue to pray. God is going to bring you out of that situation. And as suicide is definitely not the answer. It's definitely not. Maybe if it just takes you to run away and never look back. Some people just have to do that. Just seek help, because somebody will help you. If you need me to help you, you can message me privately, and I will do the best I can to help you. But in any case, I just want to thank y'all for watching my video. I'm sorry it's quite long, but I just wanted y'all, to come up here and share my story with you. But anyways, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you can get notified whenever you get more of Miss Lady Red's videos. Well, that y'all have a blessed night.